All right, everybody. That was Pliers and Kiss My Bass with a B. Bass, like the fish. That's a local act here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They can be found not only in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but they go all over the place. Um, I believe either they or some iteration of them played in Memphis not that long ago, and I know one of the members who goes by the name Poop Deflex and his one-man band. I think he's playing in Canada here soon. So, good things for him. Excuse my voice, I'm still a little under the weather. As we know, the weather sucks at the moment. But anyway, music aside, I wanted to talk about what we had mentioned right before the music break, and that is the content filter. I think I might have brought this up in another show, so I'll make it brief just in case. But we do have this annoying situation where some of our videos are getting, I'm getting copyright notices on them, and I have to dispute with YouTube and the complainant about whether I'm using their material, and it's complete fraud. They're doing this to a lot of people. You can find, I've searched throughout the web and found other people being victimized by these certain companies. There are a handful of companies. They're actually Google partners, I believe. And what they're doing is they're running around just claiming that people are using their material. In fact, the most popular one is a skiing video. How my website tutorials and Photoshop tutorials and what have you, which actually the ones that are getting the notices are all website related. How those have anything to do with skiing, I do not know. The content ID filter that Google has is supposedly a very intelligent, I don't know what to call it, system that checks both pieces of content and looks for similarities. And I believe it goes as far, I mean, not just within the audio, but it actually, like pixel for pixel, I believe it actually tries to match and see if there's enough similarity in the pixels, if that makes sense to anybody. But the only thing I can think of is I had in the beginning when I made some of the first videos, which these are the ones being targeted the most. I didn't have as consistent of audio equipment, and I wasn't always using the studio microphone that I'm using now. And every once in a while we would have some issues with noise. That had to do with the audio equipment. It also had to do with the computer having the video card kind of going downhill and the fan running. And so the only thing I can think of is that the pixel content matched because most of what we were doing was within a source code editor, which is mostly white, like a ski slope. And then you have, maybe noise and a random fan blowing that, I don't know, maybe that could be mixed or matched up to the sound of going downhill on a ski slope, the wind. I don't know. Either way, it's really irritating, and it's not fair to me. It's not fair to everybody else, because essentially what happens is the moment the claim is made, I stop making any money on those videos, and I don't actually get informed right away. I have to actually go and look and check often to make sure that I don't have any copyright notices. And if I do, I stop making any money on that video until I make a dispute. And from what I can read, I could be wrong, but from what I can tell, the moment somebody makes a dispute, all my monies from that point until I dispute it again, or I dispute their claim. All the money goes to them, which is ridiculous and annoying. Now, I understand Google's deal. I understand what they're doing. They're trying to make things easier on themselves, and a company that size needs to automate. And since we're in the field of web development, and that's one of our major topics, I have to halfway agree with what they're doing. I can't totally say, "Oh, screw you, Google," for doing that, but I can say screw you to the companies that are taking advantage of it, and it's really, really pathetic. And what's even more pathetic is that even one of the videos in particular, I disputed the claim, and then I had to appeal that because they came back and rejected it. And that's just going beyond ridiculous. They already got money from me for a while there, and then they have to go on and reject it and make me appeal it, which if I can't win the second time, I lose the rights to it. I can keep the video up, which I would want to, because these are parts of 20-part series. This might be part number 3 or part number 7, and I don't want to take that down. So in order to keep it there and keep things consistent and available, I have to just surrender the remaining monies to them, and that's awful. The only other option I have is to take the video down and re-upload it, and that doesn't work very well either, because then we have this screwed up situation in the views, which we go from, I don't know, I'm going off the top of my head, but I think a good majority of the building a website from start to finish have at least 30 to 40,000 views on each episode or part. And, to do that and then drop down to one that has like 100 views because I had to re-upload it, that's not good either. That's not good for us. That looks bad. And so, I don't know. I just want to make people aware of that. And if you weren't already, if you hadn't followed some of our Facebook posts and things, it's ridiculous and annoying. The other thing, I've been informed that Iran, or whoever runs Iran, they run Iran, for lack of better words, are douches, and I'm assuming I can probably get, a hit out on me for that. I haven't made fun of anything religious or anything, so I don't know. Maybe I'm all right. Maybe I'm safe. But in my opinion, the people running Iran and doing things like not allowing YouTube to be viewed in their country, as well as simple services like, PayPal, and having a Visa or MasterCard, from what I've heard from sources, that makes the people who run Iran douches in my book. And I'd like to say other words, but that's as R-rated as I want to get on this show at this moment. So, Iran, you are great people, I think, so far. The people who have contacted me, who have pleaded with me to figure out a way to let them watch the videos, have even tried to come up with ways to take private sessions with me, but they can't because they can't get money to me without having to smuggle U.S. money out of their country to a friend in another country who will then pay me, and then I can do the course or the session. That's ridiculous and douchey. So, again, if I ran Iran, I would not be a douchebag. You would be able to watch YouTube. I might limit what you might be able to watch, as far as, I don't know, maybe Justin Bieber videos or something. I don't know. But I'm just kidding. Um, but that just goes from a parent who's tired of hearing his album played over and over and over. So Iran and other countries that are run like such and want to take things from people just because they can, or they don't like America, or they don't like stuff, or their own people. I don't know. I don't know how to word it. Either way, I don't like you. So that's my rant on Iran. We don't like you, and until you allow our viewers to view our videos again. And it's just knowledge. It's very dangerous knowledge, making websites and making graphic design. I know I'm asking too much from Iran, but what can you do? That aside, though, after a little rant on Google, I wanted to talk a little bit about Google and the positive things about Google, as far as their services that they offer for free, and how they affect you if you aren't already using them. I imagine a vast majority of people are using a Gmail account, or at least have one. They may not use it as their primary account, but they at least have a Gmail account.